Me, 34M, and my wife, 33F, have been married for 11 years. We have 2 children together, 10M, 11F. We were together for 15 years. I earn a decent living and earn up to 400 to 500K a year, but at times I have to do projects which require traveling. Our marriage was good with several ups and downs. In October 2019, I had to travel to Europe for work. I stayed there for a month. When I got back from the work, everybody was a bit distant and cold towards me. They didn't come to receive me at the airport. I had to call an Uber. They ignored my talks and only communicated with me when necessary. I had doubts, so I asked my daughter, why is she acting rude towards me? She just said, "Hope you had fun at your business trip." This was out of her character. Few days pass, and I am confused about the situation. I asked my wife multiple times about their behavior. She always said that they were tired of long day at school. One night, I was checking my email on my family iMac. As I was finishing my work, I noticed that my wife's account is logged in. I thought of opening messages. I saw that one of her colleagues was on the top. I opened their conversation and scrolled through entire page. Seeing their flirting and sexting and exchanging nudes. They planned a meeting at hotels. Apparently, she had ended things with him because she was feeling too guilty about it. I confronted her. She cried and begged me to give her another chance. I had anger issues in past, so I simply took a drive to my brother's house and spent the night there. Next day, when I came home, kids had already gone to school. She asked me to sit down on the couch to talk. She said that she was feeling alone at the time and he apparently made her feel special. I asked her about timeline and said that if she lied, I would give her divorce. She told me every detail. She had sex with him once at the end of the affair. She felt disgusted afterwards. She said she had too much guilt and ended things with him. I told her that I would divorce her. I contacted a lawyer and told him to start preparing the papers, as we had a prenup signed, so divorce was an easy option. I went to my room and opened my Mac to collect some proof of her infidelity. To my surprise, she had deleted all of it. Next day, she threatened me not to divorce her or she will take away our kids. She told them in the beginning of my work trip that I had an affair and had gone to see my girlfriend when in reality, I had gone for work. She made fake conversations of me and other girl. She also told them that I would leave them alone on streets to be with my girlfriend. She had manipulated them so much that they were convinced that I was the bad guy. In our country, if parents get a divorce, then the custody of children would be given to the parent by kids' choice. I was helpless at this point. I canceled divorce and proceeded to reconcile. It's been almost a year that I'm going through this shit. My kids don't respect me like they used to. They don't show affection. My wife has been keeping the secret from my children. She also had been treating me like a crap. Our bedroom is dead and I haven't had sex in 7 to 8 months. Because of all the stress at home, I stay out of home most of the time. I go home only to sleep at night. This led to an emotional connection with one of my colleagues for past month. She is also divorced. Her husband cheated on her and left her for another girl in another continent. We have long talking sessions, dinners, and movie nights. I have been deprived of love and affection at my home. I have told my wife to start showing affection. I try to kiss her, hug her, but I am always turned down. Last week, I got intimate with my colleague. This was first time sex I was having in 9 to 10 months. It was the best sex of my life. I have come here looking for an advice. Should I divorce my wife and be with my colleague? Or should I just live this double life? I have never been loved or appreciated in my home, but my colleague appreciates everything I do for her. If I leave my family, then my kids will think that their mom's claims were right. I will be the bad guy in the eyes of my kids for life. Any advice? Title says it all. Looking for some support. We have two amazing children together. She told me today that she slept with another man. This man just so happened to be our groomsman at our wedding, and now ex-husband of her best friend. I knew they had stayed friends after his divorce, and I really thought nothing of it, until she got secretive, of course. She began hiding her phone from me whenever she was texting, and would never leave it unattended. I even confronted her about it, and she told me not to worry and even offered to stop texting him if it made me feel better. I told her no, and that it wasn't my place to pick who her friends were, and I trusted her. Now, according to her story, nothing was happening between the two of them, and I sort of believe that. Evidentially, this morning when she went to his house to break things off, because she was feeling guilty, they had sex. I mean, seems like a total accident. I can't help but feel like this is my fault, and I was not enough for her. The emotions are running wild today. She said she wants to make it work between the two of us. Her excuse was that even though she had a great house, a great husband, and great kiddos, that she still wasn't happy. Now I would be lying if I said that we didn't have our issues, but through it all, we stuck with it until today. Today hurts.